Alright, so now with the release of the latest 1.1 update, devs have finally optimized the game, improving the performance on the Galaxy S24 Ultra here. Henceforth, I will now finally be able to conduct a fair comparison between both the S24 Ultra and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Quick note, these test results cannot be compared with my previous testing, as graphic options have changed for the better, and I'm also testing in a new region, which is more demanding than the 1.0 area. Nevertheless, as you can see, graphic settings are set the same between both devices, testing conditions are in 25 Celsius ambient temps, and I've also made sure brightness is the same. With that being said, after testing, I will show peak temperature and then discuss FPS averages. Thanks for watching, and see you at the end of this video.
Onwards. My field of expertise.
Endure and defy. One with the sound.
Heaven ordains. Banish all vice. Let it end. There's no time.
One with the sound.
Banish all vice. Universe in my psyche.
Check. Last chance.
Sacred light. Onwards.
Folder.
So be it. Why not? Let it end. Hear my call. The lands of Jinzhou are filled with riches. Come forth.
Evils be gone. She lasts evermore. Like this? Serenity.
Strike is one. Evil be cleansed.
Banish all vice.
Heaven ordains. Banish all vice. Strike is one.
Evils be gone.
Now that testing is out of the way, let's talk about temperature. And surprising enough, as we can see, the iPhone is peaking between 43 to 44 Celsius, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra here is peaking between 45 to 46 Celsius. Both devices are still relatively hot, but it's clear the iPhone wins in the thermal department. I believe this has a lot to do with better optimization in the game using Metal versus OpenGL on the Android platform. Nevertheless, let's quickly talk about FPS. I tested the S24 Ultra with PerfDog, and the results can be found in the bottom. As for the iPhone, I used Apple's instrument tool, and the FPS results can be found on the top. And as you can see, the iPhone averaged 58 frames per second, which is quite impressive given the new region is more demanding. However, FPS drops were as low as 37 frames per second. Now, moving on to the S24 Ultra, I averaged 50 frames per second, which isn't too bad, but definitely behind the iPhone here. FPS drops were as low as 23 frames per second on the S24 Ultra. Therefore, in conclusion, the iPhone definitely performed better in this test. The iPhone 15 Pro Max not only had a 16% better performance improvement over the S24 Ultra, but again, peak temperature was 2 Celsius lower on the iPhone. Like Genshin, it seems Wuthering Waves is another iOS-optimized game, as the devs is choosing to use OpenGL and not Vulkan on the Android platform. On the contrary, because Apple has dropped OpenGL support back in 2018, developers are forced to use solely Metal, which works in Apple's favor as it pertains to game optimization. With that being said, thanks for watching, and please stay tuned for my upcoming emulation tests on the Galaxy S24 Ultra.